big man. You want to make some big bucks. Huh? Let's see how tough you are. You know something about cocaine? I want you to go over there. And if it's what they say it is, you pay them and bring it back. You do that, you got $5,000.
Ladies and gentlemen, finally we have a full winter hour guide for you to lock in and skyrocket your business. Let me show you some proof that this shit actually works. I myself went from absolutely broke about a year ago, having no money in my bank, till the point when right now I am making a very decent amount of money. I have been tracking my own habits for about 2 years, not missing any habits anymore, helped 300 plus other people to do the exact same thing. I have all of the proof, I have all of the testimonials. Basically, I know my shit, okay? Just so if there is going to be some people who say this is a random guy from his mom's basement. This is exactly what we are going to cover today. And this is super important. This is not another bullshit video for you to watch. Make sure you're not listening to this while you're making some food. You're not listening to this while you're going for a walk. Sit down, get a pen and a piece of paper. This is not another Arax video when he is hiding in the store and trying to stay there for as long as he can. This is a serious video. If you watch it all and you take the actionable steps I'm going to tell you about, you can completely change your life. Okay? As we got that clear, this is exactly what we are going to cover today. First of all, we are going to make a switch in your mind. Install this new code. It's going to happen very quickly. It's the decision you just make in snap of your fingers. You make the decision and only then we can talk about other stuff. What do you even want? What is the purpose of this whole winter arc we are getting you on? Getting extremely just straight purpose, reason, vision of your dream life you would like to live. Unlimited sort of motivation, the daily inputs, environment optimization, the kick in the ass, plus we are going to sign you a fucking contract. This is the shit I'm talking about. We are going to cover the deep fears and desires you have to really leverage the fuck out of them so you can beat all of your business competition because you're able to use all of those deep desires and shit like that, okay? This is not some bullshit video, I warned you before. So, let's begin, bro. I hope you have a pen, a piece of paper, because you're going to need it in further steps. You can follow along, you can listen to it, and then do the actionable steps. Just please take action. I put in so much fucking effort into this video. Make a switch in your brain. Understand that you have the power to become a new person. You have the power to completely reinvent yourself. Go from completely poor to rich as fuck. Go from undisciplined, a guy who is not able to make his bed, to a guy who is able to work out for 2 hours every single day. Forget all of the limiting beliefs you have about yourself. Throw that shit out of your fucking brain. All of the childhood trauma you went through. I don't care if your uncle Danny fucking, I don't know, raped you, did some crazy shit to you. Get all of those limiting beliefs out of your brain, all of that childhood trauma you went through, forget about it. Because guess what? There are people who were in a way worse situation than you are in right now, and they were able to make it. There are millions of people who went from absolutely lazy pieces of shit, to say it like nicely, to be honest, to rich, jacked, disciplined motherfuckers, the entrepreneurs I help included. I saw it in front of my eyes, okay? Once again, I'm repeating myself. I don't care about your past. It doesn't matter. Because there are people who started even lower than you, and they were able to rise to the whole ass different level. You have absolutely no excuses, okay? You can change. Please. Because the reason why I am talking about this, it's because you can't act out of the alignment with your own beliefs. If you don't believe that this course video can really help you, guess what? It's not going to help you. Leave the video. If you don't believe it's going to help you, no need to waste your time because it's not going to help you. That's why you must first believe it's possible before you even begin. Okay? Drill this shit into your mind. The moment you truly understand that I can change, I can truly change, there are people who have done the exact same thing, so why can't I do it? That's when we can move to the next point. What the fuck do you even want? Why are you watching this video? Oh, because I want to lock in this winter on my winter arc. Okay, why do you want to lock in this winter? Do you want to help your clients to make their first $1 million? Do you want to hit 100K a month yourself, bulk up to 90 kilos to be as jacked as Kasparas? What is your goal? We need to find some dream destination for you to actually start driving towards. Look, let me show you something. This is the way I love looking into goals. You are just like this boat in the middle of the sea, and you can go into any direction you want. You can go to fucking Miami, Florida, you can go to Sri Lanka, you can go into any places you want. It doesn't matter, but you have to choose one. You have to get the destination in mind before you start actually rowing your fucking boat towards that destination. Okay? Let me show you something. My bad. What you have to do is just understand that you can achieve anything you want. There are no limitations. Just like I mentioned for you in the previous slide, you can change. You can become anyone you want, but you can't become everything you want. It's impossible. Try being in the middle of the sea, going towards Miami, then switching direction, going towards Sri Lanka, then going towards some Europe island. You're never going to get nowhere. You will keep on going back and forward, putting in all of this effort, getting nowhere. That's why it's extremely important for you to find a clear destination and make it as clear as possible in your mind so you know where you are going. Okay? This is your actionable step. Choose up to 2 goals. One of them, it's actually the best if you just choose one, if it's just the financial one, but you can actually add 2. One of them is the financial one, the second one is the physical one. So financial one, it can be help my clients hit 100K a month. Make myself make like 100K a month. Make my clients $1 million. Whatever goals you have. Second one is something physical. Make sure you're not choosing like 2 financial goals. It's not going to make sense, okay? It's like, I want to scale this business till this point and this other business till this point. You're spreading yourself too thin, okay? Just choose one goal. Trust me on this one, I helped 300 plus entrepreneurs already. I know about what I am talking about. You choose 2 goals, you write them down, and you put them on your wall. If right now you get some pressure, some resistance from your mind, let me give you a fucking slap, bro. Because this is the resistance that's really separating the winners from the losers. Right now you may think, Kasparas, I don't want to put it on my wall. It's going to look cringe. Guess what? Every single person I helped say the exact same thing. But this is what you need to make that shift in your mind. It really does something to your mind. When you put it on your wall, you're like, okay, fuck it. Right now I just have to do it. You know where is your destination, and then we can finally be focused on how to actually get to that destination. Okay? So do it. No excuses. Write down your goal, and this is the exact way you should write it. It's not, I would like to be making 20K a month. It would be cool if I scale to 20K a month. You write, I will be making 20K a month. Sounds retarded that I'm talking about these small details, but they are extremely, extremely important, okay? It's going to really make a shift in your mind. Okay, let's go. I got a bit too much into the zone. Let me tell you the other thing. By the way, make sure you actually got the actionable steps done. Otherwise, you're a fucking retard. Make sure you actually follow along. This is not a Mr. Beast video for you to enjoy your time on. This is where you came to change your life. Unlimited source of motivation. This is when we are going to dive into deep desires, deep fears you have to really leverage the fuck out of them so you can work every single day, never feel unmotivated, etc. Your reason why you do what you do is the number one motivator that will keep you going even when you feel like absolute shit. Because guess what? You are going to feel like shit. This is the thing I forgot to mention at the beginning. This whole journey you're taking yourself on right now, for this winter, the end of the winter, the end of your life, for whatever, how long you want to lock in, it's going to suck. So you need to have something that's going to drive you. You need to have a reason why you do what you do. The deeper it is, the more often you get reminded of it, the more drive to work hard you are going to have. Wife killer example. This is the crazy shit I'm talking about. Imagine right now, you're sitting in front of your laptop, you're trying to get your work done. and randomly you hear something walking around your house. It's a robber. He went out there, smashed your window, grabbed your wife, and he's about to shoot her. If, this is a crazy example, but it's going to really make sense. He says, if you're not going to work on your laptop right now for the next 2 months, extremely hard, not being distracted, staying extremely locked in, I will go into your room and I'm going to shoot your wife. And there is not going around it. There is no way you can hide your wife. You get a point. Don't go into extremes. You would work like a crazy motherfucker. Imagine that guy standing in front of your table, pointing a gun to your wife's head, and if you're not going to stay focused, he is going to shoot her. You would work like crazy. Why? Because the reason why you need to work is extremely fucking massive. Okay? So this is a crazy example, but it drills the point on how important your reason why really is. Once again, a cringe-ass quote. A man with a strong enough reason why will always find a way. How? Actionable step. Once again, not a bullshit video. Make sure you take action. Set a timer for 30 minutes and write down why do you want to achieve the X goal you wrote before. So in the previous slide, you find the goal, you found the dream destination you would like to get to. Really sit there, get a pen, a piece of paper, put on some, I don't know, ambient music, or make sure nothing is going to distract you. Put your phone in the other room and just think, why do I even want it? And dive deep. This is the secret. Make sure you really cover the positives and most importantly the negatives of what's going to happen if I am not going to achieve that goal. This is my reason why, basically. Let me zoom in if that's possible. Yep. This is my reason why. Why I'm doing what I am doing. I want respect. This was just me being completely honest. The truth is, one day we will all die, and there is no going back. To me, living fully means making an impact on the world, meeting incredible people, traveling the world. This is not the crazy part, it gets crazier as it goes down. But let's be real, doing any of that without money, it's almost impossible. If you don't have money, you're literally a nobody. Without it, you're basically invisible. And I'm done being invisible. I want power. I want to be dangerous, disciplined, respected, and in control. I know it sounds harsh. You may think, oh, Kasparas is a misogynist. He wants to be this horrible human being. This is a deep desire that I can almost guarantee you have yourself. So this is just me showing you an example of my work. You can read it fully if you want, but I dive deep. I want to make sure I will be able to get my mom to the most exclusive hospital if she is going to get cancer or something. I know, crazy shit, but imagine how horrible you would feel if your mom gets sick and you can't treat her if you would have the money. But you do not have the money because you haven't been fucking locked in. Like, this is the dream desires, the deep pains that are going to push you to actually become better and truly lock in. So make sure you get an actionable step done, and as a bonus, if you want to take it a step further, do the why exercise. I have done it multiple times. It's a fucking cheat code. What you do, you write down the main goal you found in the page before. It's like, scale to 20k a month. And then start asking yourself, why do I want to scale to 20k a month? And then dive deeper, asking yourself, okay, I want to make 20k a month. Why? Because I want to buy that car. Why do I want to buy that car? Oh, I want respect. Why do I want respect? Because I crave attention, or whatever. It's going to get deep. Most likely you're going to get till the point when it's just your own childhood traumas and shit like that. But it's extremely powerful for you to find the deep roots of why you do what you do. Okay? Don't be a fucking bitch. Get this actionable step done. Extremely important. The daily inputs. I believe this is the main reason why we came here. You came for this video. Is just to learn how to truly lock in and get your daily work done every single day. The clarity is the most important thing when it comes to having extremely focused periods of life. You need to be extremely clear over what you're doing, why you're doing it, etc. You need to know with deep clarity where you're going and what are the daily inputs required for you to actually get there. This is the example I came up with. It makes so much fucking sense because I am a fucking genius. Basically, imagine you're driving a car. What we just did is we found you the dream destination you are trying to get to. Right now you know where you are going. You set up your sat-nav, it shows you the dream destination. What we are doing right now is making sure that the route for you to actually get there is extremely clear. Because how you get to the destination, you're not focused on the destination, you're focused on the road to actually get there. To make sure you're not going to hit a fucking grandma that's walking down the street. You're focused on the road. I hope that all makes sense. And you need to make sure everything is clear. So you do it step by step until you actually achieve the goal you have set for yourself. So, with this one we have three actionable steps for you. First one, create an overall plan. A very rough idea of how you're going to achieve the X goal. It's like getting a point on the sat-nav and then just getting a very rough route of how you're actually going to get there. Let's say you want to become an influencer. I don't know, fitness influencer, and you want to make money out of it. How I'm going to do it? I will grow my personal brand, I will start one-on-one coaching, I will reach out to people, and I'm going to keep on learning on how to create better content. Whatever. That's the bare bones of the whole structure, so you have a rough idea, okay? After you break that all down, make sure you do it all in order, otherwise it's not going to work. Write down what are the exact daily inputs required from your side to achieve that X goal. What turns will you need to take while you're driving the car? So you got the bare bones of the whole structure. Right now you break it down into small little steps. If I want to become the fitness influencer, for me, my daily inputs required are going to be post content, work on my product, and let's say cold outreach, whatever. You go out there and you write down as many of them as you possibly can. And later, right now, just write as many of them as you possibly can. It can go up to 50 habits, 100 habits, doesn't matter too much. Write down what are the daily inputs for you required to achieve the X goal. The last step, this is the cool part. Create a habit tracker, plus add one bonus habit. About what I'm going to talk about in just a second. This is the habit tracker mini guide. Look at the list of habits you have just written down. If you don't have the habits written down, bro, you either leave this video or you come back and you get it done. Honestly, you either go and watch Mr. Beast's videos or you come back and you do it. That's why I told you, this is not a video to waste your time on, okay? After we got that clear, look at the list of the daily habits you have written down. Right now, this is another actionable step for you. Circle 3 of them that would move the needle towards your goal the most. That would make the biggest difference. Imagine out of those 50 habits you have, you can only do 3 habits. That's it. You can't do anything else. What would they be? If you want to become the fitness influencer, they are going to be record content and then let's say work on my product. Those are like not very clear habits, but you get a point. Choose the 3 most important ones that are going to make the biggest difference in your life. Put them in your habit tracker, and this is extremely important. Make sure you don't mess this up. Make sure you make them unbelievably simple to get done, okay? Make sure you drop your ego out of the fucking window. Get this big ass misunderstanding that's going in the world that Winter Arc needs to be extremely aggressive, extremely difficult out of your brain. Because that's bullshit. That's the reason why people fail. You need to start extremely slow. For the first 1-2 weeks, what you do is you find what are the daily habits I need to get done. You choose 3 of them and you make sure they are unbelievably simple to get done. So for example, once again, you're a fitness influencer. You got a habit of upload content, record content. You are going to grab a camera and say at least 5 words every single day for the next like 2 weeks, 1 week, etc. I know that sounds crazy. How that all makes sense? It's all about building for you a habit. Building a habit so you will start doing it daily, and then as time goes on you will just start doing more and more of that thing. The thing we try to do now, just make it into a daily habit for you, okay? Drop your ego out of the fucking window. If right now you think, but Kasparas, I am better than that. I can easily record one reel a day. When you fail, please not come back to me and say, Kasparas, I should have listened to you. Just listen to me. I helped 300 plus people. I know about what I'm talking about. Start extremely slow. Your future self is going to thank you. I know you have tried to lock in. What happened? Are you locked in now? Why are you watching this video? Exactly. So please just take your trust in me. You're not paying me anything. I know that this shit is going to help you. Okay. You choose up to 3 habits that are going to move the needle the most. You make sure they are unbelievably simple to get done. Like record content, just grab your camera, talk for 5 seconds, you can get a tick on your habit tracker. Reach out to people, do one cold outreach message every single day for the next like 1 to 2 weeks. That's it, to get a tick on your habit tracker. This is the future actionable steps for you, because you're not going to become rich and truly locked in if you are just going to do one cold outreach, my bad, every single day. So, as time goes on, you progressively overload it, but keep the minimum requirement extremely low. So let's say you are a fitness influencer, the exact same shit. You start posting content. From now on, what you're going to do is have very, very short videos, maybe 5 seconds, you just record something. That's your daily habit. As time goes on, you make this commitment, I am going to start posting 2 reels every single day. But the minimum requirement still stays extremely low. You need to have something that's just a non-negotiable. You have to do it daily, okay? Because there are going to be days when you will feel like shit and you're not going to be able to record 2 whole reels. You're going to have days when you feel like shit. So you need to have minimum requirement extremely, extremely low, so you just keep that streak going, okay? My bad, my nose is fucking running. You get a point. After about a week, you add a habit of planning tomorrow. This is a fucking cheat code. After about a week, maybe a little more, when you feel like you're starting to get into routine, guess what? There is going to be way more stuff that's going to pop up. You're not going to be fixing your account, for example, every single day. Just posting new pictures. There is just some random stuff that you need to get done like tomorrow, and then you will not need to worry about it anymore. So what you do, you add a habit of planning tomorrow. Every single night before going to sleep, you plan what exactly you're going to get done tomorrow. It's like, I'm going to wake up, I will need to go to my grandma because she asked me so, then I'm going to come back, I'm going to do this habit, then this habit, and then I need to fix my bio, etc. Because once again, like I mentioned in the previous slide, the more clarity you have, the more locked in you're going to be basically. The last thing, add a habit of reading your reason why every single day. I even recorded like a vlog series of me building this one very, very big protocol, and I showed the way I did it. I created my own basically vision book where I have written down my own reason why of why I do what I do, and I am just reading it every single day. One of the best cheat codes you can ever do. Okay? Let's go. Okay, this shit is taking quite a while, but make sure you are actually taking the actionable steps. Okay? I'm not repeating myself too much. The environment optimization. You may think, Kasparas, about what you're talking about. I just want to be David Goggins. I want to be running every single day. This is going to be one of the biggest things that are going to force you to lock in. The best productivity hack is fixing your environment. As crazy as it sounds, but getting a new comfortable chair can truly 10x of how locked in you truly are than compared to spending like hours on Andrew Huberman's like morning routines, optimizing your energy levels, blah, blah, blah. It truly is a cheat code. Here is how you optimize your environment for elite performance. It's quite simple. You get a pen, a piece of paper, and you answer these specific questions. I prepared everything for you, so you're not going to run out of ideas. First of all, sounds. You write down, are there any sounds that are distracting you from working? For example, parents talking. Your sister is shouting something at you and you get distracted, construction sounds from the outside, etc. Vision. Are there any views you are seeing that are distracting you from putting in the work? Maybe you have a window in front of you and there are fucking children playing in the outside and they're distracting you. That shit is happening to me. I fucking hate it. So we will talk about solutions in the next slide, but just go and really brainstorm about all of these things. Comfort, are you comfortable in your workspace? Is your chair comfortable? How do you feel? Etc. Distraction, what's throwing you off from doing the main task? Phone, fidget toy, fucking Rubik's Cube, you start solving it, etc. After you brainstorm about all of these things, only then you are allowed to basically keep on watching the video. Actionable steps on how to actually solve these issues, because if you just write them down, guess what? Nothing is gonna change. First of all, congratulations, you just became aware of what's holding you back from growing in your environment. What's holding you back? But if you just keep it on your paper, once again, it's not going to make any difference. So that's why you need to take action on fixing it. That's the only way of going about it. Actionable step, once again, you go through all of the things you have written down one by one and you try to come up with a solution on how to actually fix it. So here are some examples so you're not going to run out of ideas. Sounds, noise cancelling headphones, works fucking wonders. Or having white noise. My noise cancelling headphones are kind of shit, so I just play white noise. Or some ambient music, weird tips I know. Earplugs, moving into another room, white noise, I told you that before. Make sure you really implement this shit into your life. Vision, close your curtains. If you're sitting right in front of your window and there are little children running around and having their fun life, you may actually benefit from closing the window and just making sure you can't see them. Put your hoodie on. Extremely autistic tip, but here is my hoodie. Let me explain it for you with fucking visuals. Then you have your hoodie on, what it does is it blocks. I look like fucking grandma. When you put your hoodie on, it blocks the vision from the sides, so you can't see what's going on the side. That way, you're way more like laser focused. Honestly, just try it out, it's going to change your life. You're never going to work without a hoodie again. Then, scan your room. Is there anything that catches your eyes, remove it, okay? Comfort, temperature, chair height, clothes, elbows, back, neck, etc. Just make sure all of that is okay. If your chair is uncomfortable, you may need a new one. Maybe your neck hurts. Maybe you can create some fucking DIY neck support. Sounds retarded, but that's one of the best productivity thing you can do. Because if you're uncomfortable in your workspace, you're not going to make it. There are people who are comfortable and they can work for 12 hours without even standing up. Distraction, leave your phone out of your room. Fucking cheat code, not in your room, not on your bed, maybe not even in the other room. Like, just put it as far away from yourself as possible. Sometimes I leave it in my car. Sounds retarded, but just try it for once. Leave your phone in your car, you're going to come back to this video and say, bro, you helped me so much. Fidget toy, Rubik's Cube, computer tabs opened, etc. If you have any of that, just make sure you fix it. Bonus, move out to a different country. This is if you want to take this shit to the extreme, but I remember going to Estonia to live with school winners actually. That was an insane experience. That was the time when I was truly like, I saw the vision on how I can truly lock in extremely fast just because of how my environment completely changed. I don't have my mother who is calling me weird for growing my business, just shouting at me every 2 minutes, etc. This is the bonus step. I would definitely recommend it if you have an opportunity to do so. Let's go. Let me put my light on. It's getting dark outside. This is going to be like an hour video or something. So, this is the cool part. The kick in the ass. Plus, we are going to sign you a commitment contract with yourself. I believe contract is optional. I will see what I wrote. Basically, at the beginning of the journey, especially at the beginning, it's going to be fucking hard to get a momentum rolling. It's extremely fucking difficult. Like having this big boulder, for you to move it from like the first inch, it's the most difficult part. After that, it starts rolling, it gets a bit easier, and easier, you know? You have some options to make the process way easier though, and way more enjoyable, way more fun. First one, find a friend to do it with. The study of quitting an addiction. Like, there are multiple studies showing how if you want to quit an addiction, if you find a friend to do it with, you're way more likely to actually succeed. The exact same thing is in business. My bad, bro, I'm getting fucking cold. Let me put my hoodie on. Fucking cold out here in Lithuania. You find a friend to do it with. There are studies about addictions and shit like that, how it's way easier for you to quit your addictions if you just have a friend. So find an accountability partner to go through this protocol with. Find a group to keep yourself accountable with. You can do it on Discord, you can try to find them in real life, etc. The last thing, sign a commitment contract with yourself. By the way, these things are optional. You don't need to do it. It's not like the non-negotiable, actionable step, but it does make a massive fucking difference. You can sign a commitment contract with yourself. If you feel like it's extremely fucking difficult for you to get that momentum rolling, what you can do is just go out there and make a promise for yourself. I am going to do these 3 habits, the minimum requirement of them, for the next 2 weeks. If I fail, you give yourself a scary ass punishment that's going to scare the shit out of you, okay? I have done it multiple times. I may record a whole separate video about it, on how to actually do it, but just make sure you look into it, because it's extremely, extremely powerful. So, this is actually the cool part that I need to explain before we end things. The truth about locking in. This is the hard truth, the house theory. What we did right now is we covered such a bottom surface. We just scratched the surface of what it really takes to truly become locked in as a business owner. This is the thing I'm building out right now. 100-day lock the fuck in, just blueprint. And this is what I like to call the house of consistency, if that makes sense. It all starts from the foundation. Imagine you're building a house. From where you're going to start. You're not going to start from the fucking roof. You're going to start from the foundation. The foundation is your mindset. All of the limiting beliefs you have in your brain. All of the childhood trauma you went through. How your uncle or whatever fucking raped you. We kind of went through it in the first ever slide I showed you in this whole protocol. But to really do so, to really eliminate all of those limiting beliefs, all of the childhood trauma, it takes a while. So this is the first thing. Eliminate all of that shit that has been programmed into your brain. Rewire the whole conditioning you went through in high school, etc. Make sure your mindset is on point. Second thing is your reason why. We kind of went through it, but once again, there are way more steps for you to go through to make sure it's actually going to work for you. Interior, tips and tricks, habit trackers, commitment contracts, vision books. There are so much more stuff. Roof, clarity building, making sure you know exactly what needs to be done daily. So this is really all you need to truly lock in this winter to completely change your life. Bonus. So before we actually end things off, this is really all you need to truly lock in on your business. If you're going to go through all of the actionable steps I talked about before, you are going to fucking change your life. It's as simple as that. I don't want for you to just watch this video and take it for granted. Please, I could be selling it, bro. I could easily sell it, but I just choose to give it away for you for free, because I believe there are going to be some people who will watch this video and they will be so fucking happy they saw it. Basically, before we end things off, this is the bonus actionable step for you. You watch this content. So the first one, test optimization. For you to truly lock in, what can truly change your life is optimizing your testosterone levels. So you have that fucking drive to go out there and put in the work every single day. It's difficult to explain it, but I never actually tested my testosterone levels, but the moment I started doing the particular things I talked about in this video to truly optimize my testosterone levels, I became just way more fucking hungry for success. I started to enjoy the hard work. This video was supposed to be like 20 minutes. You can't see the timer that I can see, but it's on about 35 minutes or 30 something minutes. I just do it because I love it. I love the hard work. Why? Because I optimize my testosterone levels. So definitely check it out. It can really give you a massive ass advantage compared to the other people who are going to compete against you in business and in life overall. Second video, I believe it's uploaded already as we speak. I'm going to keep the link of it down below in the description, but it's the prisoner's method, the prisoner's secret to stay extremely locked in. I tell you exactly how to use the prisoner's secret of how to get extremely fucking jacked and implement it into your business. Okay? So, that is literally it. That's all you need to truly lock in on your business this winter and 2 or 3x the amount of money you're currently making. If you want to do it one-on-one with me, I also have my one-on-one mentorship. Okay? If that sounds at least a bit interesting for you, you can drop me a DM on Instagram, DM me anything, and if you have actually watched this video till the end, just let me know. I would be fucking happy because I know that we would get along really, really well. We have similar personality, and I guarantee I would take you by your hand for the next 100 days and guarantee you're going to lock in, be extremely consistent, stop procrastinating, being a fucking bitch who is crying because all of the shit that's popping up in his business, be extremely locked in, and come out after this winter so you come back to school, come back to work as this fucking winner who just 2 or 3x the amount of money he is making. Yeah, bro. I feel like how my social battery is kind of running out after talking for so long. That's it, bro. Hit me up on IG or just keep on watching my free content. That's it. Bye-bye.